Hey there, Ramon with you here, and I've been getting a ton of email from guys saying they hate mini tennis and it's ruining their game and it's no good for them, it doesn't work. And I think what's happening is a lot of coaches out there are giving you advice that they mean well, but really doesn't help you to play mini tennis effectively. And the truth is, if you play mini tennis the wrong way, it'll frustrate the hell out of you and you won't get any better. But if you play mini tennis correctly and you follow the 3 simple steps I'm going to show you in this video, you're going to have a lot more fun on the court, you'll develop better rhythm, better feel, and you'll look better at the same time. So without further ado, let's head out to the courts and I'll show you what I'm talking about. You hear a lot of people out there say the strokes that you use in mini tennis are exactly the same as you do from the baseline. And while this is partially true, it's not really helpful if you're still in the process of perfecting your technique like most of us are. Taking a full baseline stroke from mini tennis is not only impractical in the beginning, it's also incredibly hard to hit the checkpoints at the right time with the right movements to the ball, etc. So instead, I'm going to give you a system to use when you play mini tennis that'll drastically shorten your learning curve, make mini tennis a lot more fun, and extremely useful in developing your strokes and your timing. So let's go. Step 1 is to dial in to the 45-degree angle. Now, if you've been watching my videos a while, you know that I love the 45-degree angle. It's the ideal contact point. It's where you want to line up. And I'll save you the boring details in this video, but just realize the first thing you want to do after you see the ball coming to the side that you want to hit is to start to line up your hips to the appropriate 45-degree angle into the court. So watch here how as soon as I see the ball come into my forehand, my hips start to move towards lining up to that 45-degree angle. This is going to let us freely and comfortably rotate our hips and shoulders into and out of the stroke later. Don't worry about your feet yet. Just make sure your hips are lining up to the 45-degree angle. All right, playing with that 45-degree angle, the next thing we want to do is make sure we're making contact with our arm on that angle. Now, you don't need to pull out the protractor or anything. You're going to start to develop an awareness and feel when you make contact there. It feels easy. It feels comfortable. And you'll notice the ball kind of flying off your racket a lot easier. You'll notice that this works best when you get your hips into the court a little bit. Your hips will slowly rotate towards the court as your arm extends along that line, and that'll supply the power that you need, which translates really well when we start moving back to the baseline and start stroking the ball with more of a loop. So in step 1, we have 2 missions. Line up our hips to the 45-degree angle and make contact on that other 45-degree angle. So you'll notice here that you don't need much of a backswing at all. If you keep your hands in front of your body as you line up your hips to the 45, your arm will naturally line up with that magic 45-degree angle by itself. So from here, you can kind of just play with a little bit of rotation into the court while extending your arms along that 45-degree angle and really reaching out along that line and intercepting the ball on that 45-degree angle. You'll naturally find what distance to the ball feels most comfortable to you. To me, more extension without overextension is best because you get more leverage, but just do what feels comfortable and natural to you, all right? All right, now you may not realize this just yet. This right here is enough to make mini tennis really fun and get really long rallies consistently while developing your feel. But I know you want more, so let's keep going, shall we? Now, after you've established that contact point, step 2 is to move with the ball. So if you remember when you were a kid and you were watching cartoons on Saturday morning, the bad guy always had the damsel in distress on a train, and the hero had to jump on the train before Snively Whiplash made away with Dudley's girlfriend. He had to jump on a moving train. And the way he did it was he made sure he was moving the same speed as the train before he jumped. Well, it's kind of like that here. If you want to learn to move smoothly on the court and have a lot more fun playing tennis, you need to be moving the same speed as the ball. Now, before I really dedicated all of my time to tennis, I was a mediocre professional musician. You could say I always had a thing for strings. And one of the things I probably should have used more was the metronome, the thing that keeps the tempo. I swear that thing was always switching speeds on me. Anyway, well, the ball is kind of like your metronome here. You want to move with the speed and the flight of the ball. So in mini tennis, one thing you can do is to rise with the ball and use a little loop and intercept the ball in the 45-degree angle if you want to hit with topspin, or just slide under and through the ball if you want backspin. Now, if you notice, this is directly opposite of get your racket back, swing, and follow through. Practicing mini tennis that way will make you inconsistent, wild, and get you really strange looks from other players on the court. I know, because that's how I used to play mini tennis, and I can never wait to get back to the baseline and just start rifling the ball. Now, you may be saying to yourself, Ramon, what about following through? And aren't I supposed to follow through? And my answer to you is the follow through will happen on its own if you're relaxed. You really don't need to worry about it too much. There will be some situations where having a high finish will help, like on the return of serve, but even then, it's a result of what you're trying to do with the shot. We'll explore that more in a future video, but for now, just realize if you want to play mini tennis in a way that develops consistency, feel, rhythm, and is a lot more fun, just remember to line up to that 45-degree angle, make contact at the 45, and move with the ball. And as Vic Braden used to say, you'll be a star by Tuesday. Thanks so much for watching this video. I had a great time making it for you, as I enjoy making every video for you. And I did this as really a celebration to commemorate the release of my new course called the Perfect Practice System. And the Perfect Practice System, or PPS if you're into the whole brevity thing, is all about streamlining your practice session and really being efficient in the way you practice in a really fun way, so you get the most results in the smallest amount of time possible. It's not available yet, but if you're interested in it, go ahead and click the button below. It'll take you to a sign-up page where you can get on the early bird list and be notified before the rest of the public when it comes out. Thanks again for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.